Amber from the Training Tool, coming to you today with my top 6 tips of what to do to get ready for surgery. Now, I recently had surgery to reconstruct my ACL on my right knee, and prior to having surgery there were a couple of things that I did that helped me in my recovery, and there were a couple of things I didn't know about that I'm going to share with you that hopefully can help you in your recovery. So the first thing I'm going to encourage you to do is take a stool softener. No one told me this one. And when you are taking pain medication, one of the things that it affects is your ability to go to the restroom, which you may not think is that big of a deal, but trust me, after several days of not going and not feeling so good, it helps to have something to help with that. So a stool softener prior to your surgery, and then when you're able to start taking things after your surgery, is a great thing with drinking plenty of water. Stay hydrated, keep that water flushing through you. The second thing is to take your house into consideration and map out all of the places that you think you're going to be. Pretty much for me, it was the bed and the bathroom and the couch. So you need a clear space, especially if you're going to have any limitations with your movement. I had a brace and I had crutches, and so you want to make sure that the area is safe. It's big enough for you to get through, and there's nothing you're going to trip or fall over, because not only are you hindered in your movement, but if you're on pain medication, that can kind of make you a little woozy too. The third thing that I'm going to tell you is prep your food beforehand. I went ahead and cooked all of my meats for 2 weeks ahead of time. I did plates for the first week that I would be home recovering, and then I froze everything else for the second week. That has come in so very handy. Number one, to help me to continue to eat healthy, to make sure I'm getting in the vitamins and the nutrients that I need. And there was no way I was going to be standing in the kitchen. I still really don't feel comfortable standing for long time periods, so it helps to have that food already ready. All my husband had to do was go and grab my little container out, heat it up if I wanted it heated, and bring it to me. It made it very easy, and I knew exactly what I was going to eat. Next, I'm going to tell you to plan your clothing. For me, I needed something that was going to be big enough to get over that brace that was on my leg. And luckily, I wear workout clothes every day, so the Nike shorts with the built-in underwear worked out perfectly for me. Also, consider your nighttime attire. Getting up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, it was very helpful to just wear a nightgown that you didn't have to fiddle with pulling things up and down. So that was something that I found was very helpful. And also to kind of plan out what you might be wearing the next couple of days. Luckily, my husband is really good at putting clothes and colors together, so I didn't have a problem with that. But I thought forward that it would have been good for me to already have some things that I knew would be comfortable to wear with the brace on. And the next thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is to strength train before your surgery. Now for me, I really needed to have core strength and upper body strength. I've had to be able to lower myself down to the floor to do my physical therapy and then push myself up off of the floor. So consider what limitations you're going to have in your movement and what you're going to need to be able to be strong in, that's going to help you forward. If I didn't have that upper body strength, it would have been really hard for me to get up and down off of the ground and to be able to do my physical therapy. So make sure that you take that into consideration. And the next thing that was very helpful to me was someone let me borrow a Polar ice cube machine so that I could ice my knee very easily. The ice and the water goes in the machine, it keeps that cold and it just keeps running through, and I would sit and ice for 30 minutes at a time. That has been so helpful to make sure that that was ready to go. If you can set up your area, for me, I needed to have pillows on the bed to be able to raise my leg when I went to sleep at night. All of those things being done ahead of time is a lot better than waiting until you get home after your surgery. And especially afterwards, you're probably not going to feel like doing much. And really, I wanted to just lay down and sleep for the most part. But there's my tips to kind of help you get ready pre-surgery. If you have any questions, shoot me an email.